idiot. And it's easy. The way he operates, it's easy to make a mistake.
You talk about the military. They asked Tillerson and they asked the general. I used his name before, and now
Mattis.
Yes, Mattis. Yeah, they talked to him about
Mad Dog?
Nuclear weapons. Now, Trump has already said, why shouldn't Japan have a nuclear bomb? Why shouldn't this one have a nuclear bomb?
You should listen to what he says.
And his nominees are saying that's absurd.
Right.
I mean,
he never said that.
He certainly did.
You have to listen to the whole thing, what he
please. Said. Yeah. You are so much for Trump. It's amazing. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Don't yell about it. I'm just saying, he never said it. He said it. There was a long sentence saying, talking about things that they have to contribute money. And if they really don't want to get involved with the United States and they don't want to work together, let them get their own nuclear bombs, is what he said.
They asked him if he would be adverse.
Would never say that.
They asked him if he would be adverse to other countries having nuclear weapons, and he said no. That's what he said.
Okay, that one I didn't hear.
Oh. Of course not.
But again, the most the most dangerous thing is the fact that he's so reactive. He's so sensitive, so thin-skinned, and has such a large
ego,
so much ego, all that stuff. But he's got so much power through his Twitter feeds.
He couldn't
instantaneous
he couldn't.
There's nobody. He's got no filter.
That's right. After being the boss of everything, he couldn't take half the abuse that Obama had to put up with from the time he was sworn in, when McConnell and Boehner and other powerful Republicans said we're going to make him a one-term president,
right.
And the fact that Trump kept saying that I have proof. Nobody in Harvard remembers him, but he won moot court and he had whatever, but he says where's the proof? Let me see his GPA.
Right. Right, but the biggest thing, like you already said, is Obama had to basically not deal with, but had to put up with a Republican Congress.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the last 4 years or so. That was just, I've lost respect for the Republican Party. I really have. I think that they're out of touch, and just they're really out of touch.
I don't know.
They're doing stupid stuff.
Adam, I don't know if you're old enough to remember. You might be. I don't know. But I remember in New York, you used to have liberal Republicans like Jacob Javits and Nelson Rockefeller. Okay. In the Senate, you used to have Everett Dirksen from Illinois and Howard Baker, who was his son-in-law. Okay. Used to be able to reach across the aisle and work together. And now you don't even have that anymore.
No, ever since the Tea Party type guys came around, things really got bad, I think.
Well,
and
I think...
I'm just absolutely not supportive of the Republican Party at this point.
The Republican Party was held captive by the Tea Party. In 2010, they started to come into Congress, and they didn't budge for anything. That's why Boehner left, because he wanted to do... I think he truly wanted to get something done with Obama, and the Tea Party wouldn't let him. And he decided that his own peace of mind was worth more than dealing with this bullshit. Okay?
Right.
He would rather be in a bar than at work.
Well, he owned the bar. It didn't make a difference, But
all right, fellas.
All right, Adam.
Y'all, good night. Talk to you soon.
All right, Adam. Thanks for calling.
Say hi.
All right.
All right.
All
And
right.
don't
Take-
forget, Timeless on Monday.
All right.
Monday.
Be good now.
I'll make a note of it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.
Did Lisa check in at all?
No. Not from what I can see.
She must have been listening, and she heard all this bantering, and she said, forget it. But,
Okay.
we do have some time left if she wants to come on. I don't know.
There's a lot of. It's very strange in the chat room, and the speaker people came in and went out.
Well,
And
maybe we weren't talking about anything they were interested in.
who knows?
You want me to send her a text? Or
No,
no?
I got. We got somebody in the chat room. You know, we're not big on chat rooms.
Did they ask a question?
No. I don't know. 909EIE. I don't know whatever that means.
I don't know.
No, that's the person's handle.
Anyway, it is. I can't believe we managed to throw together another show. It's an hour and 20 minutes so far, and
So
we
what's
really
this?
didn't talk about superstitions and how many people walk under. Well, actually, it was really meant for triskaidekaphobia, the fear of Friday the 13th. But that takes all of 5 minutes. Then you can get into other superstitions, like how many people avoid walking under a ladder?
Now, why do people have superstitions to Friday the 13th? Do you know?
Well, the number 13 is very biblical. Goes back to Jesus with his apostles. Originally there were 13 counting Judas. Okay. And, of course, we know about Judas. And then in the Old Testament, a boy becomes a man, a member of the tribe or whatever it is, on his 13th birthday when he's bar mitzvahed, and a girl at the age of 12 when she's bat mitzvahed. Although now they do it at 13 for girls as well. There were other things that I remember that we did in the past. We looked it up in the past, I remember, and there's a lot of biblical reference.
909 area code near Ontario, California.
Ontario, California.
That's where this guy is.
Wow, that's amazing because...
No. That's what he's talking about. That's how he gets his code, the guy.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he says that's the area
I didn't know there was an
Ontario
in California because...
Yeah, sure. Code. It's
in Canada, isn't Ontario in the East Coast?
No, Ontario. There's also Ontario, California. That's on the West Coast.
Never knew that. Wow. Well, thank him for listening. I hope he enjoyed the show.
Oh, he just got on a few minutes ago.
Oh.
After we got done with all the arguing and everything.
He missed a good show. He should come on earlier next time, tell him.
He can hear you fine.
That's true, too.
Well, yeah.
You want another cup of coffee?
Yeah, make a cup of coffee. So, area code 909, as they say.
Do my job here.
San Bernardino, he said. Does that help you any?
San Bernardino's up north.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. That's where that is. Also, yep, I'm with you. You could also call our show. I don't know if you know that or not. Phone. We never even told anybody our phone number today. It's what is our number? 646. I'm forgetting my own number. It's 646-595-3275. I'm not reading your, okay. Shooter. Okay, is that what you... Now you're saying terrorist shooter. Explain yourself, what you mean by that. We sound like the Jerky Boys, Matt. I don't know. Is that good or bad? I'm waiting for you to type in what you're typing. That's a really bad thing to do because I'm losing the rest of the guys here. Excuse me. Normally what we do this time is we also play a little bit of music for, we promote a program called iPluggers, which is for, I guess, startup artists who are just starting to do things. Okay, let's just see what you wrote here. Okay, we got a phone call coming in. Area code 9. Oh, area code 909. All right.
Hello.
Yeah, area code 909. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. You guys talked me into it.
All right. What did you mean by terrorist?
I thought I could reach across the aisle to you.
Oh, well, I don't know. What aisle are you in?
Just on the other side of the coast, on the other side of the world here in northern Yukon, or northern Connecticut, or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
California.
California. It's nice up there. Wine country is up there. Yeah. Real pretty. I had a business assignment and I was there for a couple of weeks. I loved it.
Yeah, you went back, huh?
Yeah, well, it was all just a temporary job there. Had to take you.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't, though.
Whenever the Rose Bowl came, whenever we had the Rose Parade, usually people have a tendency to stay.
Do they? That's
yeah,
great.
Especially ones from like Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, a lot of people from Wisconsin, they have a tendency they stay for a little while. Then they end up going back because it's too expensive to live here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is expensive to live.
Well, pretty much anywhere I know, but here it's really expensive. Especially of our governor, he's like he loves taxes.
Yo, Mr. Brown?
Yeah. Yeah, you can call him Mr. Brown. We got other names for him, but yeah.
Yeah. No, you guys are basically pretty. It's a strong Democratic state, California, one of the strongest, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
Yeah, right.
Well, not as far as I'm concerned, but okay. Well,
yeah, we got to.
You don't want the Terminator back again, do you?
You know, at least he did. I mean, he just. He did cameos. He didn't really do too much help with the what I want to call it for employment. Let's put it that way. For people that want workman's comp, he really bit us in the ass on that one.
Well, in that respect, he's a typical Republican. You know, I mean, Democrat.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, Democrats. You know, support those social. Platforms, somebody gets hurt on the job and stuff. I mean, if they're in, like everything else, if they're entitled to it, why shouldn't they get it? You know that the...
right.
But how about all those people that aren't entitled to it? That are getting it?
Well, they're entitled to file for it. If they can prove it, that's one thing. If they can't prove it, that's something else.
Well, I know a few people who proved it and there was nothing wrong with them.
It also depends what kind.
If you speak English, you really have to prove it.
Yeah, I guess.
The ones that don't speak English, they're the ones that get all the promos, the perks.
No, I mean, they come in here as illegal immigrants and they get everything.
Well, the first question they ask is, where's the Social Security office,